You ever try explaining your vision to somebody you love? And like halfway through, you realize they don't even speak the language of where you are headed? And it hurts, it's awkward. So now you start shrinking your sentences. You start watering down your why, translating the divine into something digestible. And it feels innocent, relatable, like it's what you're supposed to do. But by the time you are done, what once felt like a blueprint now sounds like a breakdown. If you've ever felt that, think of it like this: love can fill your heart and fill it all the way, right? But still drain your hard drive, because not everybody who holds your hand can handle your hardware. And that's not disloyalty, that is data management. So if you rock with me, I promise you, you're gonna look at everyone in your life differently. And that's the point. So now you see, like you, maybe, I used to take every "you changed" personal until I realized they were absolutely, unequivocally, undoubtedly right. I did change. Like, you ever evolve so fast, your old environment starts buffering, like it's glitching? That's happened. That's not arrogance, that's architecture. You see, some people were coded for your previous operating system, and they can't process your next update, and that is okay. You see, you can't grow in a greenhouse built for your old roots. Every download requires a disconnect. So let's break this open like we're debugging consciousness. It's Black Book time. Let us commence with the system logic of proximity. The emotional brain, you have one of those, I promise you. It mirrors its environment. It doesn't ask permission, it just syncs. Now, this is framed in a lot of ways. Neurology calls it entrainment. Your nervous system rhythmically matching whoever stands closest. Please don't miss any of this, man. Archetype theory calls it field influence, their unresolved identity tugging on yours. Consciousness calls it frequency drift, your spirit trying to harmonize with someone who hasn't tuned themselves in years. And that's why the wrong circle feels like lag. Their peace doesn't match your pace. Their vision doesn't match your velocity. You stay too long and you'll dim your drive just to protect their comfort. You see, generational ceilings aren't inherited through DNA. They are inherited through proximity. You are your environment. So let me ask you, you ever feel guilty for outgrowing somebody? Like your expansion, your growth is betrayal? That is not guilt, that is growth pain. You see, it's hard to know who's really with you when you keep mistaking history for harmony. Some people are assignments, not architecture. So by all means, love them, honor them, but don't build there. Now let's move on to the frequency firewall. Your system, it runs on bandwidth, faith, focus, energy, time, amongst other things. But generally speaking, that's your bandwidth, right? And so now, in this way, every connection has a cost. It costs you something. So family can love you deeply and still not belong inside your framework. Friends can cheer for you and still drain your power supply. Your circle and your system are not the same thing. Yeah, you might need affection from your circle, but you need alignment from your system. Now you mix the two, and you'll spend your entire life debugging relationships instead of building destiny. This isn't just boundary setting, it is spiritual cybersecurity. Think of it like this. You ever ask yourself why one conversation can drain you for half a day and then you repeat that one conversation again the next day? Why one voice message can make your clarity crash? It's because your spirit is trying to load a page that doesn't exist anymore. The link expired, the password changed, and the old you does not live there anymore. Now it is time for the influence law of access. Now that you know what your bandwidth is, you would have to agree. Your bandwidth is sacred. Your peace is premium. Your system is source coded. You have an image from God. Now, when you allow expired relationships into your active operating system, this is what you create for yourself, okay? Emotional malware, identity lag, frequency corruption, purpose slowdown. Influence means you lead your life from within, not from the people who once stood next to you. Let me be clear. 2026 won't reward attachment. It will reward alignment, harmony, congruency. So take a breath and let's be all the way raw and real together. Couple of questions. Are you keeping people in your system only because you fear hurting their feelings? If you do, that means you're hurting your feelings instead. Think about it. Have you confused emotional loyalty with spiritual limitation? Are you slowing your pace to protect somebody else's insecurity? Watch this one. Are you calling someone day one, even though they've been day done for years? Last one, I promise. Are you afraid to evolve because you know your circle can't follow? Be real with yourself. Because 2026 belongs to those who stop mixing access with affection. Now that we're done with the heavy, let's pull this in close. Because all this talk about circles and systems means nothing. None of it means anything. If you keep giving lifetime access to people who should have been on guest passes, you see, you can love people and still log out. You can honor your past and still upgrade your presence. You can stay warm hearted without staying wide open. You feeling that tension? You feeling that inner commotion? You feel what's about to happen? That's right. It's that time to do you. So let's do you and let's do it together. 5 moves, 1 consciousness, faith meets functionality. We start with disrupt. You're going to want to audit your access list. Every time your piece drops after a conversation, just ask yourself, did I connect or did I collapse? Disrupt that noise. Then you want to own it. Own the places where loyalty became self-sabotage. Loyalty without logic is spiritual self harm. Own that. Then you want to yield. This is tough, but you can do it. Let some threads go unanswered. Let some bonds dissolve with dignity. Sometimes God removes people to restore your signal. Then you want to observe. Watch this. Your body always tells the truth first. Tension is data. Peace is confirmation. Observe your bodily signals, man. Then you want to unleash. Build from boundaries, not bitterness. Love them. Bless them. But don't reboot your peace just to keep them logged in. Because the moment you separate your circle from your system, you stop confusing attachment with assignment. You stop confusing love with leadership. This is how you protect your bandwidth. This is how you preserve your purpose. This is how you bring you back. This is how you bring God back. This is you moving 5 times to become one consciousness. My beautiful community of influencers, in our final moments together, let me be a reminder. To God, the all, the infinite. Protect my ports. Filter my frequencies. Let me discern between connection and consumption. Teach me to love without losing bandwidth, to honor without overextending, to hold people in my heart without handing them my hardware. Thank you for reminding me that pruning is progress, that boundaries are obedience, that peace is partnership, not participation. BYB, bring you back. BGB, bring God back, because you own it or be owned by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.